before we start, then one thing I wanted to cover is I realized something today um, about the worst trade this year. Let's actually start today's meeting by talking about Josh's worst trade this year from earlier this year, which was CEG. And today I actually am trying this trade again. Um, and so the first attempt on this trade, as some might remember, is I was looking for this to get a continuation and a breakout. And then I actually reattempted this trade. I was calling this a failed breakdown and tried it again, and I failed it twice. And there's a key thing that's happening right now that didn't happen before that makes me really like this trade, and I think could have avoided the failed attempt earlier this month. And Steve and Jake, I'm going to challenge you guys to try and identify what that is.
Attempts.
First of all, Jake, are you here? You're muted.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just listening to something.
It's
I'm
crazy.
paying attention.
Wait, you're listening to something? Are you present with us?
Yeah, I'm present. Sorry,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening to something.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I promise you, I'm with you.
It's also crazy. I got to stare at a fat AI photo of myself every time we have one of these meetings.
It's not AI.
It's so troll. Okay. Anyway, Steve, what was your guess?
Sorry, what the question you said on the third attempt? Like, where's the third attempt to make this trade?
I just entered into this trade, and I'm
Okay.
drawing I'm
Yeah,
drawing
I saw that
attention to
today.
it. I'm drawing attention to it because this is actually the CEG's the worst trade of the year.
Right.
Yeah, it's the worst trade I've taken. Earlier this year, I lost a good amount of money on it. And
Is it
now
because of the higher RSI on the daily?
it has to do with RSI, higher RSI on the daily. I
Like, it
don't
was
think
definitely
is what I'm looking
below 50
for.
for a while.
I don't think that's what I'm looking for. It is in the RSI though. But imagine if I flip this and we flip that
Inverse head and
RSI.
shoulders.
Oh, can I not flip RSI? Oh, well, I made it full screen, so that wasn't really helpful. Um, but what do we look for on tops?
Well, like
Are
bearish
you talking
patterns,
about?
like a head and shoulders pattern.
No, go circle back to RSI.
Are you
When,
referring to the same level of RSI with lower highs?
which is called a, what's that called?
Is that bullish convergence?
No,
Correction, a corrective pattern.
no. Jake described it. Well, I'll repeat it again. See if it clicks for you guys. What is it called when a stock is making new higher highs, but RSI is not?
Over exhaustion.
Looking for a word that starts with a D.
Divergence.
Aha! There's a really great divergence here where the stock set a new low and RSI did not. And in this pattern, I was looking for this to be a low and looking for the breakout without that signal from the RSI, because typically you'd want to see something like this, like back here. And I think we got it. And I think this, even though I haven't sized big in this yet, I'm still kind of small, mostly because I'm diversified in different nuclear names. Today, I think we do have I think we do have the beginnings of what looks to be a good setup for this. I think this is a better attempt than it was before. I'm just stepping a little bit cautiously. We do have this really nice rounded bottom, but I really like this setup. I especially like energy in general on XLE, just because I think we've had like we've obviously had like this multi-decade breakout for energy, and then we have we've had like many months of consolidation. If you guys remember, this is what kicked us off on an amazing year, right? Because if you guys remember, like the AI was like 50% in energy at the beginning of the year. Like it could not get enough of energy stocks. It had loaded the boat, and then we kicked off the year like with just a banger trade, pretty much like right off the bat of the year with these. And now we've gone through 3 months basically of consolidation, pretty much 4, honestly. And now it seems like we're breaking out again. If we come back to like the daily, it looks like we've done like a really nice sideways consolidation. Back tests have held. We now set a higher low. And this looks like a bull flag that's about to break out. So I'm starting to look for, we had hyperscalers break out. Then we had, let's get Cole up here. We had hyperscalers break out, right? The neo clouds, are breaking out. And now I'm looking for the energy and peripherals to break out next, and just look for that cascade effect as people pour back into the AI trade. BE did get a really nice move. We caught some of that today, but that's like the bigger theme of what I'm looking to play out for. The cautious thing in this environment is kind of the tone of the Fed. Is like they're getting very emotional and very political. I think I shared that LinkedIn post. Did you guys see that LinkedIn post I shared earlier? Like yes. The Fed chairs are sharing some wild stuff about how inflation must be defeated. They're not citing like broad data. They're not citing like how they will fix inflation. They're just like rates must go higher. No nuanced conversation of like how the labor market is, how that'll affect the weak jobs market. No, nothing about the state of the economy, how only 2 sectors are rallying. They're instead talking about like Joe Schmo doesn't like egg prices, so we need to crush the entire economy for him, which is just unhinged. And that's multiple presidents. So that makes me a little worried about the September meeting, even if there isn't a rate hike. If we go to CME watch right now, there's only a 34% chance of a rate hike. So you don't really even need the rate hike. All you need to see is that number start to creep higher. And as that number creeps higher, I'm going to be pulling risk off because I'm going to be looking for a potential tone change. But for now, I don't think there's any reason to like get ahead of that. Except maybe just have some minor hedges for like weekends, just in case, obviously I've been pretty consistently keeping some sort of hedge or some sort of a diversification into value, over weekends. Just because of, weekends. I mean, it is the golden age of grift. So even wars only happen on weekends, but I think it's, good to keep in mind. So anyways, that's some things that I had on my mind that I think it was important to discuss at this meeting. But now that Cole's here and joined us, let's go over everyone's ideas from last week. Who wants to start?
I'll go first.
Okay.
It won't let me share my screen.
Oh, it's because I'm sharing mine here. I'll turn mine off.
Good job. Just kidding. Sorry. All right. So I had Netflix here last week. Played very well, actually. I was not expecting this kind of move. Going first time late September, I believe 78 calls, which are now in the money. Yeah, so it's played well. Up 80%. Josh played a little bit of these plays, and I think don't you still have some runners left for like 120% right now?
Yeah, actually, I added again because we're over that prior high. We got a nice cup, so I added some more. We might get a back test, but honestly, my my thoughts here are we get a gap up into tomorrow. I'll take some profits into that, and then look for a dip. If that isn't the case and they just kind of rug me, I'm fine adding because I got time on those and I think it looks great. But I definitely did lock some profits in though. So I'm
Yeah.
yeah, it was
I will say, not expecting this move. So it gapped up. Yeah. No, that's went well.
yeah, looks really great. I mean, honestly, I mean, Jake, Steve, you guys got any comments? Because it was a picture perfect breakout. It was a little bit tougher because the market environment's been really tough, but um, I know I was really persistent with this one. Trades like this, when they have really great setups and they take a while to fire, I've it frequently turns into one of those setups where like the longer it takes for it to occur, when it does, the move is just that much better. So that's how that one felt. Cause what we I think I hit 140% on that one today. It was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you catch that full move too?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think I took my last runner like 110%, but I'm still in my runner for the trade challenge, which is at 80% right now.
Nice. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Jake, Cole. All right. Steve, Cole. Any comments?
I'm late to that party, but I just got Netflix today, so it looks like there's more on
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. I don't dislike that. I think there is a lot more on the way as well.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
really good confirmation.
Yeah. Really great. Really
It's not
great.
late, but
Great idea, Jake. Steve, you want to go next for review? We'll review your idea from last week. I don't remember what your idea
sure.
was. Did you just
I had
read?
MP.
Oh, you had MP. Okay, that's right. Do you want to share screen, or you want me to share for you?
You can share this one. I don't have a clean chart. Well, yeah, no, your chart's probably better than mine.
Um.
But
Okay.
I did take a play on this. I bought January 15th $80 calls, and I sold one up like 30%. I have three more, so that are up. They're still up. What do we got? About 15% on them still. So it looks like it's playing out, but we had a couple nice gap ups over the week, so I was pretty happy with my.
Is that your dog? That's got me all messed up.
Oh yeah, sorry. Frank
Okay, you're
is
fine.
wanting attention.
All right. um.
No meetings for dad. Um, but yeah, I like it. I'm happy to sit in this play for a while for sure.
Yeah, I really like the 2 day giving the confirmation here. I mean, it was just a really great move out of the hole here. This one really tested my patience, but it came in off the support. I mean, it really was about to stop me out of my share position, quite honestly. So I'm really happy about it. I actually took this one from you, but I took profits. So I think it's a great swing. Is the weekly confirming here yet? So we don't have the turn on the weekly, and the monthly's still kind of shoddy. But I wouldn't worry about the monthly too much, given the how young it is. So you're getting over that bullish EMA on the weekly. Like that should literally turn next week. And I really like that. Like it's overbought, but there's no like deep drawdown. It's just consolidating sideways. So it looks like accumulation. It's really great structure. Be looking. I think you should be, maybe some more digestion, but then look for an eventual test of this top trend line. Since you're out to January, you got plenty of time to look for it. A breakthrough through that, I would size up. I need to give room for Cole and Jake to also give inputs. What are you guys thinking?
I mean, I think I'm looking at the chart right now. I think it looks pretty great. It's on a clear breakout from at least June, but I can't believe that I wasn't even paying attention to this stock 3 weeks ago. I own it. but I can't believe it went below 40 a share. That's pretty crazy.
It,
But yeah,
yeah, they really wanted to take this. I think it just fell out of favor. I think there was a lot of like capitulation from retail traders who were being put in the red, and so they were just dumping it because they didn't. They just that's what happens when hands get tested and you don't have heavy convictions. You don't know what the underlying fundamentals are. You kind of get burned out of stuff. But I think it's definitely come back into favor, especially with the kind of bigger news going on there. Um, Yeah. Okay. So Cole, what was your idea from last week? Obviously, I'll share the chart for you, given your power outage situation.
I'll just said check your DMs.
Oh, okay. Uh. Oh, okay. No worries. Cole has let me know that he's got a very upset kiddo in the car and his power's out, and that is fine. No worries, Cole. All right. So then, if you can chip in, just chip in when you can, or if you did have an idea, just go ahead and type it to me, if that's possible. If not, don't even worry about it. Then we're gonna hop back to you, Jake. What was your favorite trade idea for this week?
for this week, let me pull it up. So it's actually, unfortunately, I'm a little bit late to the game on it. But
Really?
Hood.
I saw
Okay.
they were over 100 again.
Well, right now it's at 99.
Oh, do you want to share a screen? I'll turn my screen off.
Yes, please.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right. Just don't let it happen again. So on the daily right here, TTM's coming back to us. It's already flipped on the 4 hour TTM. Um, let's see. So this just flipped bullish on the EMA on the daily, and it is bullish on the 4 hour. So it's definitely ready for a turn, I hope or I believe. Um, I would have if I would have seen this like about a week or so ago. I would have liked to enter down here. So I will be coming in with a bit of a smaller position for now, and then cutting it back down to I'll probably cut and reset or cut at 90 around 95 and then look to reset more around like 90, 91. But for Catalyst, prediction markets, they're huge on prediction markets, and we got football season with an election season coming up. And also Robinhood Social is supposed to come out by the end of Q3, which that could be big. Yeah.
What's Robinhood Social? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know, but read it and I was like, all right.
Okay. As a shareholder, I feel like I should be in the know on that, but I don't know what that is. I really like looking for the headwinds of the election because that's huge for prediction markets. That brings a lot of attention, and that generates a lot of transactions for them. Um, I also I also kind of like these names as we progress closer to the end of the year because I do think that we might see at least an attempt of a rally out of Bitcoin in October, just because that's like I think the remnants of what's left of the 4 year cycle from Bitcoin that everyone's looking for. I don't know if it'll pan out or not, but I do know that's what a lot of crypto investors are used to, and so we'll see if that reflex alone is enough to get a reaction, some sort of rally, and that should benefit Robinhood as well.
Mhm.
What was your time frame on the trade?
So I have a short-term trade and a medium-term trade. For short-term, I was probably going to start. I said B sizing on here, but I think I'll just start out with C sizing for now, just because I'm late to the game on it. Um, but in a month, 110 calls. Medium term, I was thinking I wrote on here 130, but I fat fingered it. I was gonna do 120 calls, looking for around November, December.
November, December, 120. Okay.
Because I
Heavy
mean, I think it could.
heavy delta with the 120s, 130s would be fine if you're out in December. You still have a 32 delta. So, something to think about. Steve, what do you think about this idea?
I like it. I was trading Robinhood pretty actively a few months ago, but I got caught a little when we had that back test from 118 down to 85. So I'd love to see this company go up, and like all the catalysts I think are there, and those December contracts sound pretty appealing.
Yeah, do you have good TTM consultants? I know you said you had the 1 day flip, 4 day, or I mean 1 hour, 4 hour, and then the daily looks like it's about to flip.
Hmm.
How's your weekly look? You do not have 2 day. Put 2 day on here already. Custom interval at the very top. Click on that. Custom interval day.
What the fuck?
What are you doing? Click later than that, and then type day two. Holy cow! Day one. Oh, that's why you don't have it. You don't pay for. Oh, you're waiting
Yeah.
for the deal. Okay. All right. Wait. If you type in 2D, does that put it on 2 day?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Wow.
Has multiple
Day
houses.
interval two.
Has multiple houses.
Okay.
Can't pay $20 a month. Crazy. All right.
Oh, geez.
All right.
Brother, we just had the 4th of July deal.
All right. Can you stop sharing? I'm going to share real quick. You freaking dork. All right. Oh, wait. Why am I going to MP? I was going to go to Hood and I was going to look at the 2 day. So
Yeah, we have the same.
we don't have the turn on the 2 day yet, and weekly is still breaking down. But RSI structure is relatively healthy on the weekly. Yeah. Looks like what I was previously looking at was for a potential third wave down, but I actually think I was looking for this to fail through. So this actually looks very much like it's still alive. I don't know. That'll be interesting. If you could get that 2 day to turn, I think the quality of this will improve quite a bit. I like the idea. What did you grade it? Because that grade's going to be everything
So,
here.
so short term, I did grade C just because I feel like I was late to the game.
Okay.
But medium, I was gonna do B.
And the thought with that was that like entering here, your stop's so wide because it can retrace so much before it invalidates the trade.
So short term, I was gonna have a pretty tight shot, pretty tight stop. But medium term, I think I was gonna wait till that trend line breaks right there. Probably, I think it's the same trend line that you're running.
Okay. Well, are you doing this for short term? Are you doing this trend?
Yes.
Is there a clean trend there on like the 65 minute? Yeah. So for short term, I'd watch like this structure
Hmm.
because it looks like what you want to be kind of cautious of is that this doesn't turn into some sort of bear flag parallel channel where this thing just plunges and tests this again.
Right.
Right. I want to know if there was some sort of divergence on the daily here. There was back here. There was a really nice divergence. Kind of hinted that the major lows might be in. I just really wish that this looks like a cleaner 3 wave pattern. It almost looks like a 5 wave pattern, but yeah, okay. Overall, I like it. I'm a shareholder, so I'm also not hoping that we break this trend line. I hope we just kind of get a nice multi-year rally and this participates with the AI story. I do know that their agents kind of suck, and I hope that they don't burn a bunch of their traders with the really poorly done AI agent program because it's like extremely amateur compared to what like we're working with. But uh, but it really comes down to how good the users are at using them at the end of the day. All right. That seemed like great to me. I think that's the appropriate grading. I think you got the right mindset with it. I like the theme. I love the theme, the catalyst. Longer term time frames could have better confluence there. But I think it's a solid enough idea. Steve, what do you think?
Sorry, I was kind of getting ready for mine coming up next, but I like the idea. Like I'm not opposed to taking a position in this. Like if not this week or then next week.
I almost like Bull more than that.
Yeah, I was looking at that a second ago too. I already have a
Yeah.
position in Bull.
You do? We had the swings, but I took profits on the swings. Although Bull, same thing. Bull 2 day is breaking down, actually. It's a little less meaningful in a younger stock like this, but
Doesn't Webull do prediction markets now?
I don't believe so, but I'm not positive.
I don't think so.
I,
So I feel like if they made that illegal, that would wreck Robinhood.
I, we Robinhood is multiple larger than Webull,
Yeah,
a much
that is true.
larger. And I don't think gambling's big in China. You got to remember, Webull is a Chinese company.
Hmm.
So, even though, oh, actually, its headquarters shifted to the U.S. Never mind. Used to be. All right. Anyway, Steve, go ahead.
All right, I can share my screen.
Of course.
So I found this name from the Gap screener at some point last week or this week. I can't remember what day, but it's called AEVO or
You're not sharing
AEVA.
your screen. Okay.
Sorry, there we go. So this is a company that has developed a what they call 4D lidar camera, and it's had a few recent catalysts that make it pretty interesting. This big bull run right here was from them getting into one of the European car makers. It didn't say which one exactly it was on the press release, but people are expecting it to be Mercedes-Benz. But this type of lidar camera what could make a like any kind of autonomous vehicle like pretty much fully autonomous without human interaction. It's like level 3 automation, which sorry, I had to learn a lot about like level 3 automation is a system handles entire driving task under specific conditions. Driver can disengage. So it's like basically like Tesla autopilot. So that kind of got them in this range up here. And then they recently had another press release on January 5th, 2020. Well, okay, not super recent, but anyways, they're working with NVIDIA for their Hyperion platform ecosystem, which is uh, it basically combines NVIDIA LLMs like on a more like integrated fashion. It's like more vertically integrated in a way. Sorry.
Did you run a comparison to them and their competitors?
I did. But yeah, but because I had a line here. Sorry. So that was January. So after that got announced, they didn't really have much of a stock reaction. But when you compare them to Nvidia over the last, I don't know, since June 2023, they've definitely seen a lot of action, but just nothing on like a longer scale. But I think they look a lot more like Micron across a lot of time frames. So I think this technology, that AEVA, is going to definitely be adopted more with the AI bubble inflating. So I could see investors wanting to flock to this with the delivery of more autonomous drones that might be working in warehouses or even if there would be military applications for this type of LiDAR camera. So yeah, that was my idea. It looks like they're in a nice little pennant here. So if we can break out to the upside, I actually did take a position. I'm in the $30 calls for September 18th, which isn't too far away. So if we can break out of this, that'd be sweet. But today was not super great. I'm down like 20% on position, but there's another little resistance right here that we could potentially see a bounce off of.
What's your stop?
So the stop is going to be a breakdown from underneath this. So if I get down to like down 25%, I'll size down.
Okay.
But the confluence didn't look too bad either. So the daily looks pretty good. The 2 day looks like it's recovering. The weekly, if we could bounce on the weekly, I think that'd be full confirmation. And I don't think it's out of the question yet. So yeah, that's my idea for the week. What do you think?
Jake, what's your thoughts?
I think it's pretty interesting. I'm kind of just trying to make sense of the whole chart here, but I mean, if it can hold that, if it can break out right there, I think that can be a big momentum breakout because, I mean, obviously, back in 2021, this was over $100 stock, and then it went down to looks like $2 a share. So, I mean, I think if it breaks here, it could probably run pretty well.
Yeah, no, I think like back in 2020, the hype for this technology was really just taking off, so we got a huge pump. But then like the underlying technology hasn't caught up yet. So now
Yeah,
that Nvidia has made that partnership, I could see this being like, I mean, they kind of have a like they have a really solid moat for their camera in being integrated with the premier chip maker.
Did Nvidia take a share position in them?
Uh, Let me pull that article back up.
Okay. While you
That's
do
not
that,
it.
can you go back to their chart?
Go to the chart.
Yeah, right now you're sharing the Nvidia comparison.
Yes. Oh, did I not have my? Oh, I thought I was sharing my entire screen. My bad.
Oh, it's
it's
okay.
okay.
It's okay. Um, so when you're there's my first I like the idea overall. I like that setup. Setups like this are could be a bit difficult because um without that super strong confluence, without like you're getting a turn on the daily and the weekly in tandem, it can be hard to predict the timing on when that break will come. When you're dealing with the pendant. So it becomes one of those situations where it's like, yeah, the biggest move usually comes but before the break, right? That's when you make the most money, and you're gonna make less if you wait till it actually breaks. But you trade off for the better accuracy of like, I got my move, and maybe I don't even take the initial move. I take some sort of back test. Getting in early like this makes you more profits, of course. With big consolidations like pendants like this, oftentimes too, they like to do 5 touches. So looking at this chart, I see one, two, one. You might be able to call that middle move a two. I'm not really sure, but there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that wouldn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this wave up is your fifth wave. So maybe you do get a back test to that bullish EMA, which you're pretty much doing it right now. So I actually really like your idea of where your stop is. Actually, with where this chart is, if you lost that bullish EMA on, actually you're on a 2 day. Go to the 1 day for me. So you're right there.
Right
Actually,
in
I
it.
really like where your stop is on that. Quite honestly. Where if it failed here, I would wait for the actual breakout before you took the trade for here, because it just might play hard to get, which is fine because great. Some of the best ideas play hard to get, and it's hard to find. Netflix paid us really well this week, and that one was playing hard to get. Um, you know, Costco played a little too hard to get. I cut that one and it printed big today. Like we would have been up nice, but I finally stopped that one out because I was writing it pretty tight. But I would say when you're running a performance comparison, I would go a little bit more specific than just the AI story as a whole. I understand why you did, but there are you could have gone a little bit tighter with your sector analysis. So I know there's like the Chinese company Pony does self-driving, and I believe Mobileye's no longer listed though, right? Because they actually got bought up by Intel, I thought. But I believe there's one other stock that's listed. That's another lidar company. But I like the idea of the now they have the LLM partnership and stuff, especially with the big improvements in NVIDIA's LLMs and the usage of like synthetic data to improve technology like this, so that they can do they don't need as much real world testing because they can use synthetic data, and then they can do all those trials in in a lab rather than like on the street. So I like the idea. I think it's really solid. We don't know what automaker was partnered with. So if we get an announcement of that automaker soon and they use their tech, that could be a nice catalyst that pushes us through. We've got clear set targets up above, higher lows, obviously set through the pendant. So yeah, I think what did you grade it?
Honestly, I kind of feel like this is an A. Like, other than if we can hold this bullish EMA and we get a bounce here, I think this is an A setup because I feel like the market could be rotating back into risk on from this recent consolidation era, and I think this could be a good candidate.
I don't hate the read of the market going on risk on. I think VIX just set a new low today, a multi-month low. There's still a market all-time highs, but there's still a ton of fear on, and that seems to be kind of unraveling and shorts getting squeezed out today. So you're starting to see that people are like, oh, I guess the AI bubble isn't going to blow up, and so they're piling back into positions. So I agree with that. I would just I don't. What's your run me down the point system? Why A? So your big
So
catalyst is what's the big news thing you're
I
looking
think
for?
I think the big thing that I'm going back to is back in January when they announced that NVIDIA partnership, they didn't see it wasn't reflected very well in the price action to but I think as like the market has been consolidating, like because the rest of the market was consolidating back then too, wasn't it? Like, no, not really. Sorry. I like the catalyst at the end of the day. I think that like as time is going on, like and like these systems start to be used more, I think that it's just going to draw attention to itself. Especially since it's linked with Nvidia. I kind of thought that was like weighted pretty heavily. The momentum doesn't look bad.
I don't hate what you were trying to say with January. Just it doesn't have to correlate with the market, right? The best trades are going to have alpha. They're going to break away from the beta of what the rest of the
Mhm.
broader market's doing. So I don't hate where you were going with there. I don't think you needed to derail yourself. It's fine. I like
Mhm.
the catalyst. I'd caution against. Keep in mind that a lot of the drone tech a lot of those deals have already been signed earlier this year, and those contracts have been written with the government. But I don't think you need that for this thing to multiply from where it's at, especially since show me the financials. What's the market cap on this thing at
It
even?
is $1.56 billion
Oh, this
market cap.
company's so tiny, right? It's so tiny. So
Yeah.
if you get all of Europe, if you get a major European automaker, if you do have that partnership with BMW, that's huge.
Mercedes. Yeah.
Or Mercedes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you said
Well, no,
BMW.
you're good. No, you're
Yeah.
good. But
Either
also
way,
that
either
those
way,
vehicles won't be coming out till 2028, so
it's fine
it's still a
because
little bit down the line.
yeah, and that's fine. All you need is the news of what's coming, and they announce that stuff so early. Especially, is there any investor conference or something that we could maybe keep an eye out for?
Not that I don't know when the next one was going to be now.
Okay. I do know that Google's making some bigger pushes with Waymo, and they're getting more aggressive with development, and that should give you also be something on your radar. So that's why I mentioned with
Yeah.
like the different uh, sector thoughts. Like even if there is like legislation that's in favor of Waymo, it should be good for this company as well, because right now I like the lidar tech right now because right now Tesla is failing miserably. That big announcement that took Tesla stock down just earlier this week was on the news that like growth has really slowed down for them on the amount of autonomous vehicles and the robo taxis they've been able to get out. So it's only slowed down to like 10% a week, where it was like 100% a month, and people are like, "What the heck? I thought this stuff was going to be everywhere." And it's so right now Waymo's winning that battle because they're everywhere, you know. So that's good for this company. So I like the idea. I'm not trying to shit on it, and by any means,
Yeah.
I think the setup looks great. I like the idea. I like where your head's at.
Well, so I did find one
I don't
article
know.
just now.
I don't know if I would grade it an A.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might grade it an A. If we got the breakout back test and there was solid news, it's for tailwinds, I might give it an A. Or if there was some peripheral news, if we had a clearer vision of what's the solid driver for this, then I might give it an A. Or if we had better momentum confluence on the higher time frames. Because really, we're looking at a multi-month pendant, right? Like if you come back out
Hmm.
to the daily chart, I mean, actually, this is what this is a 2-year pendant. Actually, it's not multi-month. It's way longer than I thought. So we're looking for some. So when this breaks out, it's a big idea. We're looking for a potential 6-month rally that gives us 100% move and takes this thing maybe back up to 40 at that previous high, you know, or even higher, and we start looking for those previous early 2020 levels, which a lot of stocks this past 2 years have gone back to those levels, and proven that ideas from 2021 were real, right? So they just needed more time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that
I wanted
would
to clarify
make it
something.
A. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So, no, you're good. So it says here, together with NVIDIA Drive AGX, Thor, and NVIDIA Drive OS operating system to enable level 3 and level 4 automated driving features. So I don't know. It's hard because I like the risk reward on a stock that is this price, partner with NVIDIA, and level 4 automation is where the system handles everything in defined areas. So it's like robo taxi level automation, like the cyber cab,
Uh,
like completely autonomous.
yeah,
So
but I
yeah.
mean, yeah,
I don't know if that adds to the.
you,
I guess it still just
I
makes it a B,
just
but I
be
like it.
just be careful making that comparison because this is more like Waymo. Waymos are fully autonomous, but
Yeah.
Waymos use lidar tech. This is a lidar tech company because that's the big competition right now. Is Tesla's method of you know fully autonomous better than Waymo's, and that's why all the Tesla bears are so big on shorting Tesla because they're like lidar's proven to work. Tesla can't prove theirs works, and so we're gonna keep shorting it, right?
Hmm.
So, and they're winning that argument right now. Long term, still a toss up, right? There could be a shift there, but Just be careful making that comparison because it is distinctively different technologies. I still like, especially as NVIDIA improves on their LLMs and they keep coming out with new models. What NVIDIA has made 2 announcements over the past month and a half on new models that they've come out with, and even like a model harness for it as well. So that's really cool because that's kind of like Perplexity Computer, and that's a multiplier on the efficacy of using those open source models. That's what we do. That's how ours are so successful and don't hallucinate as much. So it's definitely the most proficient way to run the AI models. Let me check on this DM real quick from Cole, because I think Cole shared his idea. Jake, did you have any comments?
No, I'm just kind of taking that all in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It was hard to like try to learn about all this stuff in the last like day. So
Yeah, so I
I
don't know
was,
that stuff. So kind of staying quiet.
Hey
yeah.
guys, I'm not trying to make you feel dumb or feel bad or anything. Okay, right?
No, no,
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah.
Well, sometimes I'm sure if you find a stock and you like really like
You
it,
guys are also doing really well and making money. All right, don't feel bad about this. Okay, all right. It's
yeah,
just the
I kind of
different.
fell in love with the trade already.
Yeah. It's okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, Cole, I like this. So Cole's idea was OKTA. I feel like I've traded this before. He says he really likes the cup and handle setup on this. Posting higher lows and higher highs looks good for bullish breakout setup. TTM flipped on daily and RSI didn't take at the downturn. And is still eyeing on the 50-70 range, showing good momentum. I think there was a typo, but I don't know what it was meant to be. Very high recent cash flow with earnings set for August 26th. Announced an acquisition deal for Permiso Sec. Plans to announce new agentic AI identity products with pricing in late September. He likes a September 180 bull call spread. Oh, I'm sorry. September 18th bull call spread. Long 160 calls, short 180 calls. He grades it a B for confluence of chart, TTM, and RSI as his technicals. All right. Well, cool. Yeah. I mean, you have. Let me zoom in here real quick. So you have a really nice rounded look here, right? And you might have been seeing some sort of cup and handle there. I mean, I think I could see that too, where this is actually setting up a really nice like cup and handle here. It almost looks like a Head and Shoulders here, quite honestly. But either way, and how you look like that, it looks like a great accumulation. We're not going through the breakout. So what we like to see into those breakouts is some higher time frame confluence. So you're kind of the 2 days a little bit sketchy there because we're not getting higher highs on the RSI confirming here. But your daily just fired. Your weekly is really strong. Your monthly just fired. Well, that's beautiful because that kind of supersedes the other ones. It's just a little hot right here. So what? We have new announcing new agentic AI identity projects with pricing in late September. Cool. Let me just read off what this company does real quick because I don't even know what that's for. It's an identity management platform for enterprises. The firm operates through the following. Oh, that's so huge because wait, let me read more. Its products include single sign-on, multi-factor authentication, access gateway, API access management, authentication, and then agentic AI identity products with pricing. So I kind of wonder if they're going to be trying to tackle the issues with the AIs being able to mimic people's voices now, because there's been several instances at big corporations with people, especially when higher management does a lot of speeches or they do different events, people can then use those recordings of their voice to create an AI that sounds like them, or one of those voice coders and sounds exactly like that person. Call in, sounding exactly like that person, and then get someone to give you, do some social engineering that way. There's been several instances of that happening, so I kind of wonder if companies like this are going to help combat that. So if they come out with some new tech to do that, that's really cool idea. I really like well, before I keep talking, Jake, Steve, what are you guys' thoughts?
I mean, I think I'll be looking into this tomorrow. It looks really good. It's on clear breakout, TTM slipping on the daily, monthly looks strong. I like it. I mean, I'd be willing to take some pain on it too.
So tell me, Jake, let's walk through this. What's your stop?
I really like it.
My stop?
Yeah, what would your stop be? If you took this, what would your stop be? It's really difficult.
Maybe past that prior high at 141. Or short term, it depends on the timing of it. If it's short term, then I think I'd probably do it around 145.
Say 145 as well.
No, if it's longer term, I think I'd stretch that.
That's 10 points of downside. So what would that mean for your grading? So what, long term, you take a December contract, you say, well, if I get the big move, what's our big upside target here? Looks like 185's big pivot level. This is where we've seen it become a big breakdown, a big support, an area of consolidation too, big pivot area here. So it looks like 185 is your next big level. So let's say you bought the 185s for December, you bought it for 15, you take 10-point drop, you got a 42 delta, you're losing $420. That's about a 25% loss. Grade?
B for sure.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, and that's what Cole gave it too. I like it. And he actually set a limit on his risk because he wanted to long the 160s and short the 180s for September into that September announcement. Keep in mind, he's taking profits before the plans to announce, so he's not going to get caught up by a sell the news event. Smart man. I like the idea. It's super, and I don't know this because you didn't put it in writing. But I wonder if he had a little bit wider stop than that, and so that's the reason why he wanted to run it as a spread to kind of cap that. Could have also been because this thing is really expensive. Like these contracts are really pricey. And it's not very popular. I mean, you've got 4,600 calls with 4,200 puts. And so I like the spread because it is pricey. It's a little bit wide on the spreads as well. So, yeah, there's kind of multiple reasons where you might favor that kind of setup. So, yeah, I think great idea. And I really like that plan of execution too, Cole. Really like it. Cool, guys.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'll be interested. I'll be really excited to see to do reviews on these. Um, I'm gonna check real quick and see if anyone that is tuning in has any questions in the chat here. Detection of outside A. Oh, okay. So they're trying to handle with to try to detect AI agents attempting to access systems. Sorry, I forgot to use words there for a second. And DM, yes, LIDR was the one I was thinking of. DSP. Sorry, I missed that. Cybersecurity is coming back strong. Yeah, I know cybersecurities have been huge, really huge, especially since like we've already seen the not only the need for them with the AIs hacking everyone, but also they're probably going to be big users of AI as well.
Man,
Abe is trying to say
wish I would've-
Netflix was his idea, but Cole's actually the one who did the big presentation on it. Bull chart looks beautiful in the earnings. Robinhood Social is like a Twitter feed, but your account has your P&L and biggest win, etc., as your social media profile. I think that's gonna faceplant. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see. Maybe it's just like stock twits. I hope they don't think they're gonna make like a Facebook. People really don't like to share their finances, but I don't know if you make it about bragging. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it will work. If it does work, watch X. If it does work, watch X adopt that almost immediately. AI integrated SCIMs and SOARs are going to be big, expensive products here soon. I have no clue what those acronyms are, but it sounds true. Oh, that's Malachi is posting that. Yep, I'll just trust you on that one, Malachi. Alerting systems and cyber incident triage systems. Cool. Yeah, I believe it. I think it's a huge thing to keep an eye out for. It's one of the big themes that's like, I think energy, AI, it's where everything is and everything related to it. I love. So I love the hacking. I know. I think CrowdStrike's the big leader, right? I mean, what a bummer that I bought this huge dip, and I mean, I should have just held it. I mean, I didn't really have a reason to sell it, but I was like, okay, I've got the recovery. I'm gonna get out and just look at this. This thing's done since. I mean, it's just. The thing is it's really hard to, I think, enter into these themes, especially like CrowdStrike has completely stopped confirming these highs on the daily. Like, it almost looks like a decent short idea. It's just, I don't think there's any. I mean, on every time frame, it stopped confirming the highs. So it looks like it's gonna do some. It's gonna need to do some consolidation here because it's kind of gotten head over heels. So, but despite that, I still really like the themes. As I've already said, NVIDIA, I think, is one that Cole shared from a few weeks ago. And this has been one of those ones that's been playing really hard to get. But it's like the failure to break down here for me is bullish enough to get a nice continuation. Stock Blocks said he kept his crowd, by the way, from that original entry. That is freaking awesome, man, because it is doing really well. Do you still have your AMD as well from your original entry on this one? 310%. Yeah, you might want to lock some of that in. Just a bit. Just a bit, You don't have any capital gains on that thing either. So that's 310% no capital gains. That's beautiful, man. Yeah, for AMD too. Yeah, man. I think you might want to go take some is that in a retirement account or is that in personal? Both. My gosh, take some profits, dude. The profits aren't real till you lock them in. Profits aren't real until you lock them in. Jesus. All right, lock some of that in. Take your girlfriend on a vacation with that. With a small portion. You're young, yeah. Just because you're young doesn't mean these companies are going to last forever, especially in the age of AI, man. Things are moving so freaking fast. And you're up 300%. You could take 2/3 of your trade off and it would be all profits and you would still have your original position sitting there compounding. So don't come back at me with, well, I'm young. You're gonna hold CrowdStrike for 50 years? In the age of AI, do you think CrowdStrike will survive the next 50 years? Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the big thing with NVIDIA that I kind of want to put on everyone's radar, I know at the beginning of the class, I also touched on like energy and CEG. The one thing I wanted to touch on into the close is that I posted about earlier today, but I want to take this a moment to touch on it again because I think it's a really big deal. The energy conversation, huge secular bull market was the first one. I'm going to do another. I know I just said I was going to do a recap. I am going to do the recap. Huge secular bull market on energy, I think, is a really big deal. The change in tone from the Fed presidents, I think, is a really big deal. If you missed the beginning of the class, this was recorded. We'll put it on YouTube, and you can watch the first 15 minutes where I talked about those two things. The third thing I think is a really big deal is the new futures market that's coming out. So people are going to be trading compute in the futures. So the price of compute, basically, people are going to be able to make money on what the price to run a NVIDIA GPU is. I think it's massive. Because I mean, honestly, people are bearish, and we're going to start trading the literal like price of compute. I mean, that's crazy. So like, companies like CoreWeave are going to have a brand new product that basically allows them to hedge their entire business. So, because really their business, their margins are on how much does it cost to run. You know, when we train AI models, if we need to use extra GPUs and stuff, we rent them out, right? And it's actually one of the things that we wanted to try doing, and I think we can do in the future, is run periodic tests to see what the price is, because the price is always changing every time we do it. And I'm fairly certain if we start just doing those pings to the companies that do the training, through Firefly, we could probably get some better data than what is found on Open Router for what that demand looks like for those GPUs, which kind of tells us like what the adoption is like for AI. And so, but that might not even be good alpha. Like Open Router has been amazing alpha when everyone's super bearish, and I go on there and I'm like, no one's slowing down on using AI for this supposed blow up on the bubble. Like, it's still ramping up like crazy. I need to see it at least level out for me to get bearish. And, you know, despite open sources apparently throwing the frontier models, like frontier usage is still climbing steadily. And not even steadily. I mean, these things are growing insane. But the new futures market allows you to hedge these businesses in a completely different way. And if we see that futures market go absolutely parabolic, I think it's going to make stocks go parabolic. because people are going to be freaking out over like, this is huge. Like, prices are skyrocketing because everyone wants this, and on top of that, if new tech comes out and the price of compute collapses, if we get those major photonics breakthroughs, then companies like CoreWeave and Firefly have a very reliable way to hedge their businesses. That's not just viable and an extra source of revenue for them, but I think that we could see kind of a re-rating of what the risk of this industry is now that there's a direct way to hedge it like that. So, yeah, I really like it. And adds, just like I don't want people to underrate it because it's really what saves farming. Like, until futures market was the thing, farmers really starved if their crops weren't in season. But the futures market is what saved farming and gave farmers like consistent revenue over time. So, like, an addition like this for this industry, I think, is really big deal, and I don't think it can be understated. What about the food they grew? Yeah, but I mean, okay, all right, good. Joking, of course. Glad I didn't go full through explanation of that, but yeah. Anyways, Steve, Jake, Cole, who's not here. I'm sorry, Cole. Cole is usually in these, but his power went out, and they're taking the family to the lake house, so where there is still power. So, but Steve, Jake, great ideas, great trades from last week as well. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I hope you learned something or found this interesting. I think next week, Monty will be joining us as well. Some of you know Monty. And while I have some people's attention, I will drop a little, what do you call it? A preview? No. A preview? No. I don't know. Whatever. Monty we're putting Monty in Ember now. So, I'm in Ember. You can copy my trades. Phoenix, our top AI bots in Ember. You copy its trades. And soon you'll have Monty. And you'll be able to mimic Monty's portfolio through Ember as well. So, and remember, you can have multiple brokerage accounts paired to Ember. And I know lots of people have been setting that up. It's stupid easy to do. So, it's very difficult. Yeah, people had to make APIs and all kinds of nonsense. We've been getting DMs from people like, wow, it's super easy now. Yes, it's stupid easy now. All you do is just look up your broker, log into it, and you're good. So, and more announcements coming soon. We are doing a full redesign of it. So give us some time, but this month, big things this month. Probably closer to the end of the month, unfortunately, a little later than I wanted, but we'll have more announcements coming soon. But Monty is coming, and a big rework is coming. Anyways, thank you, everyone. It's 9:30. We gotta peace out. All right, the working day is done. Thanks for everyone coming out. God bless, guys. Okay, great job.
Have a good night. Thanks.
Yeah.
Are you guys getting off?
Yeah.
I'm tired as fuck.